Welcome again to Educator.com, and now that you've done all the writing and you've done a little bit of researching, we're now about ready to get to one of the most important things that you will ever learn in any class ever, and that is the introduction to critical thinking. Again, this is the beginning of critical thinking. It's not exhaustive, it won't teach you everything, but it will get you started. And so in the next couple lessons, we're going to be going over this, and then you're going to write a very argumentative paper and a research paper that wants to convince somebody else that your opinion is true. So let's go back a couple lessons now, and let's go back to that brain teaser from the cause and effect lesson. You guys remember this? Correct. If the teacher drinks coffee, the teacher will feel awake. The teacher drank coffee, therefore the teacher feels awake. You guys can all see how that's correct. That one's really easy to understand, and that's a good argument. That makes sense. Do you guys remember this one, though? If the teacher drinks coffee, the teacher will feel awake. The teacher feels awake, therefore the teacher must have drank coffee. Now, did any of you guys come up with any reasons why you think this one was incorrect? And if you Googled it, that doesn't count. But did any of you figure out why this one might be incorrect? Well, let's kind of figure out what that answer is. First off, why did it have to be coffee? Here's what we know. If the teacher drinks coffee, the teacher will feel awake, and the teacher does indeed feel awake. But why did it have to be coffee? Well, how about an energy drink? Maybe I drank a Red Bull this morning and that's why I feel awake. Or maybe the teacher just got enough sleep. Or maybe the coffee was decaf. Or maybe there's a lot of other things that could have caused the teacher to feel awake. What I presented you with here is actually a logical fallacy. It's something called affirming the consequent. It's basically, if I put it in letters, it would say A implies B. B happened. Therefore, A must have caused it. Nothing other than A could have caused it. Okay, this is not true. This is a logical fallacy. And it's something that we're going to be learning about later. But if you could look at this and you could say, oh, I understand why this is incorrect now, then you're already well on your way to kind of understanding how kind of logic works and how critical thinking works. So why do we bother with critical thinking? Well, I'm going to explain what critical thinking is in a minute, but first off, I kind of want to give you a little sample of why we do it. First off, have you ever felt like a buckethead in class? And a buckethead is this. It's where you go to class and you sit down, teacher unscrews your head and pours knowledge into you, and then you move on to the next grade. Has school ever felt like that for you? Because I'm pretty sure it has. And if it ever has felt that way, well, critical thinking is a better way to learn, and it's part of something that, you're eventually introduced once, teachers think you're done being buckethead.